This is the this is the demand flow water station by Sully A. Shippy. This is a second semester project. Now I'm going to be showing you the normal operation slash function of the operation. So as you're looking at this screen here, the bottom right hand corner tank where the green tube is out of, that's the city water tower. And the top tank there is the distributor water tower. So when the city gets high, the water tower gets fuller as it leaves the city water. Right now I'm turning the valve from the distributor to the city water tower to actuate the auto alarm. I can see there that distributor water tower is filling up, and that's basically the operation of this project. The demand water flow uh, is leveled by a pressure transmitter, and the city is by ultrasonic sensor. Now on to the HMI viewer. The HMI is Factory Talk Studio Edition. Let me get rid of this quick. Give me a second here. All right, so this is the main page off of the HMI. So as you look, you got the e-stop, reset, start, stop, auto off, and manual and VFD faceplate. So the first four red rectangles there is sounds just as it would portray itself. Um, then we got auto, so it runs off the alarms. Manual is a pop-up button, which in the manual mode, you got hit manual, which I'm on with the mouse right now. Once you hit that, the actuation set point for the control valve and the command hertz will change if you have a number changed on there. The ranges are displayed below, and the level is also showed on the bottom there with the city and distribution tower. The VFD faceplate. This is an Allen Bradley 525 VFD, so it shows you the hertz, the amps, and the FLA of the VFD and the centrifugal pump. So top trend there, speed set point, and the bottom trend there is the current FLA trend. The digital inputs, and I couldn't get the faults to work there, so they don't show quite up as right. The tanks got their own levels. That's what the red arrow represents. Now on to alarms. So on here, where the mouse is at now, you can acknowledge one alarm, where the check mark with the yellow box on the back, you can acknowledge one alarm and write a comment into it. And the check mark with the white box looks like a page. You can acknowledge all alarms with a comment. And you can also shelve and unshelve alarms and print, which I am showing you right now is print. And then you got the unshelve function, which I'm on now, and the shelving function. So if I hit an alarm and hit shelve, I can put a comment into it. So in this comment, I'm going to write hi. Then after the 2 minutes is up, it'll unshelve itself and it can show you what the comment was. Uh, and you can also unshelve it also, which I'm going to do now. So if I click on that one I just shelved, I can unshelve. You can write a comment why you want to unshelve it, then it'll show up right there. That's unshelved. And at the bottom part of the screen, it shows you when that alarm went off. Now into the flow meters. So ultrasonic sensors is city water tower, and with its current level of the tank, Foxborough, which is the distributor, which is the current level of tank on the bottom there, and the mag flux flow meter, which shows the water going into the Foxborough tank. Now onto historical trends. So historical trends shows you what's been happening with the HMI operation as time has been going on it. So you can see right now it's in a stalemate, so there's nothing happening. But as you can see, the green line and blue line has intersected each other. And as I'm showing you on the bottom here, you can go back to oldest data to newest data, forward 2 minutes, back 2 minutes, back a minute, forward a minute, and pause the current trend. And I'm clicking on that trend right now. You can see the current set point with the white line there. And I'll go ahead and return back to main. Go to real-time trends. Oh, sorry, went back to historical. Let's go back to real time. So this is a real-time trend. So as compared to a historical, real time shows you what is happening right now. So there's really not a whole lot to show you there. Set points. So you got the city water tower, distribution water tower. You got low, low, high, high, low, and high. This middle number there, which I'm on, that is the current set point, and then the bottom box that has a 2 or 89, 7 or 85. The one with the white box you can change. And on the very bottom where my mouse is at now, that's the current set point of each tank. You can see the city water's low and distributor is high. The red line represents the level also, and I got gallon per minute, log in, log out, return to main, and the time and date on the top there. So if I go ahead and change this back to 80, it won't change unless manual is on and start is actuated. See how it changed to 80? And I have it set up to where it can hit stop on auto and manual. If I go to auto, it will change itself to 60. So it won't change unless you have it changed on there. So yeah, you can change the valve, which brings the water into the distributor tank. You can change it to 50, which will open the valve halfway instead of full, which is 100. But to delay wear and tear, I'm going to put it back to 100. Now onto the PLC logics. The PLC logic I use is Studio 5000. This first page here, the first two rungs here, which I'm showing you, that is the AOI for the VFD faceplate HMI. So these two runs here run the HMI faceplate. So I have, if the VFD faults, it'll clear itself because every time you turn off power, it'll fault out. And then on here, I got a basic e-stop circuit with a reset, alarms going to alarm stops for the auto mode, HMI stop and the HMI start there. And I got stop for the VFD. So when any one of those goes off or on, it'll turn off the VFD. And N79. So I was showing you on the manual page that you can change the Samson and the command hertz. That's where you change it. It's some N79. And I got auto and manual mode there. I got them turned off on manual and auto by certain faults, as you could see potentially happening with the devices themselves. And I got 3 rungs to turn on the command function and turn off the command function. So as you can see, the full hertz, N79 was going to full hertz. So if I changed N79 to 80, 80 will transfer itself to instance name control speed, which will display the hertz on the VFD. Those 4 lights there represent the lights that are shown in the operation. So they also got jump to subroutines. Gonna go ahead to go to blue flashers, and you got low, low, high, high, low, low alarms for each tank. So as those go true, it'll flash a blue light that the operator can see. So blue lights alarms, green is PLC, red is power on, yellow is VFD running. And this next subroutine is a discharge valve. This discharge valve is on the city water tower. So if I open up that valve, it'll show up on here, show up on the HMI. I just have it going to HMI tag. Now for the flow meters, this is for the basic operation. So when the flow meter's on, it's not at normal operation. And I also have gallon per minute scaled in there. So right now I'm looking at flow meter not normal operation. So if it's any one of those numbers, it's not normal operation. So like a valve is halfway closed or halfway open. The not on is if it's at 0, 6, or 8, just what the display reads itself. Now going on to the lower tank, I got low, high, low, low, and high, high alarms, which I'm pointing out right now. And the N7 I just point out there, each one set point has its own N7, so you can change it in the HMI. Ultrasonic sensor display is just a HMI tag. easier for me to find. And this next, I believe it's like 5 rungs here. This is where you change it from the HMI to what number you want. So like you could change the valve to 50%, or you can change the hertz to 80 instead of 60. This is where this function is happening in auto and manual. So auto just goes to 100 full valve and 60 hertz. So you can't change auto, but you can only change manual. Now to the higher tank, you got low, low, high, high, and changing its .io tag to a HMI tag. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed.